Hello, this is Hector Dilan, and I would like to talk to you about Universal Molding AI. And this presentation was given at the HDI Plastic Symposium, August 2024. Allow me to give you some history. In the year 2000, most molders were experienced craftsmen with numerous years of experience. The need for systematic molders with procedures and equations backed by science created a high demand. Systematic molders at that time earned the highest salaries in the industry. Then HDI, together with General Polymers, organized a very successful scientific molding seminar with the most recognized instructor of the time, John Boselli. We had to do something. So at the Caribbean Hilton, a fully operational machine was set up for him to present this novel scientific molding technique. The place was full. Over 100 people participated. Then we verified 3 months later, and we discovered that only 2 people were trying to use the technique. We were very surprised. But this situation gave the rise of universal molding. Technicians, engineers, professors, students collaborated to shape what is known today as universal molding, one of the 3 most widely used disciplines in the industry. And here we are again, transforming injection molding process with artificial intelligence. It was linear versus nonlinear equations. It is true, linear equations are useful to initiate optimization and approximations. However, in complex processes like injection molding, the relationship is hardly ever linear. Human intervention is necessary to compensate for the nonlinear parameters. The idea is for AI to automate the identification and the adjustment of the nonlinear part of the equations, allowing for a more precise and faster optimization. Example of the nonlinear part of the equation, like specific density, typically provided by the resin manufacturer, is determined based on standardized pressure and temperature. In real life, it depends on the melt temperature of the process, the back pressure of the process. Both of them will be different from machine to machine, even if it is the same material. And what is worse, it is affected by the leaks of the check ring and frictions during the injection. That nonlinear part of the equation is where AI can help us. This example, the intervention of an experienced molder is necessary to compensate for the nonlinear part of the equation. So manipulating the parameters such as recovery and transfer position is crucial. So the goal is, with NU AI, is to automate the nonlinear part of the equation and recommend changes without the intervention of the very knowledgeable molders experts. Universal Molding AI will be developed in 3 stages. First, a molding companion, like a chatbot. The integration into molding equipment. And finally, intelligent process. The first part will help people to understand Universal Molding AI. The second part, the machines will be ready to take to the final level, which is starting from the 3D. Starting from the 3D, even before the steel of the mold has been cut. And knowing the resin and the 3D, we will already know equipment size and initial parameters, and any situations that we can confront in the future. This gradual approach will facilitate the adoption and adaptation to the ultimate goal, intelligent process. Most people will be happy with this. At what stage of the development is the NUAI team? We are in the process of transferring the EMU book to a format that AI can interpret and creating intelligent dictionaries, a DBase, with parameters, sequences, interactions, effects, defects, and more. It will be a location where AI will look at all these share files and it will be able to give you a fast answer and response. Is the creation of an intelligent dictionary. It's an access point with definitions, fundamentals, will allow the developer, users, to access relevant information efficiently. Eventually, with continuous update, the AI will ensure that the dictionary is always up to date. It will happen by itself. Let's see some examples. I am in the process of editing version 5 of the Universal Molding book in Spanish and English. And this is one of the examples that I have in the book. And basically, I'm asking about the discharge density, the parameters used all over Universal Molding these days. First, I copy, and then I paste it inside the chatbot. First, I paste it, and it's going to look in my share files, and it's going to come up with an answer. And you will see that it will put out all the equations as it is in the Universal Molding book, and it will go step by step and verify that my answer is also correct. Matches. But it what surprises me, since he knows I'm doing both books at the same time, and me without asking, it went ahead and asked itself. Let's do it to him in Spanish anyway, because he's going to ask. So I was very impressed. I was already impressed with AI, but after this, I said, wow, I can't believe this. He just did it without me asking. So, and then he always does a closing that usually about, hey, thank you for whatever, or I hope I was useful, and they did it also in both languages. And I answered the question correctly. The discharge density was 0.74 grams per cubic centimeters. Impressive. Another common example. You know, I'm telling, hey, using universalmolding.com, answer, give me the cubic feet of a drying hopper of a process consuming 60 pounds per hour of polycarbonate. Paste it, and in a few seconds, very rapidly, it gave me how many cubic feet I need for that hopper. It went exactly 26.32 cubic feet, and it did the same thing. He gave it to me in Spanish. And I didn't even have to ask, but he knows I need that. Up till before I started using it for my editing my own book, I was saying that AI was making my life 20% more efficient. During the time that it took me to do this book, I say AI made me 50% more efficient. Process like this usually took me in the past 3 months, editing both books, and in 6 weeks was done. I was quite impressed. What do we expect? Something like this. Imagine you asking how to eliminate flash. Typical people normally ask 2 general questions, and they will get a question back. Is this the new mold? You answer no. Ask, is the flash in the same cavity? And you say yes. And then responds, probable cause, unbalanced cavity fill. The cavity that fills first is the one giving you flash. You need to balance the mold. This is the procedure that you will find of how to verify the mold balance in the Universal Molding book, and it gives you the full procedure, step by step, of how to do that. And with the equations, you want to know more. And because of that, you ask, what do I do if the cavity that fills first is the one with flash? Again, a simple question. Not enough information. I need more. So he asks you back, Is the mold a hot roller mold? And you answer yes. The solution is adjust the hot roller temperature. Look for that zone that is the one filling first. Lower the temperature until the flash disappears. We need contributors and collaborators to accelerate the development of MUAI. Just like in the year 2000, we have people like Wally Cruz with Walico micromolding. We had Florencio Fernandez with SPC molding. All those people help us. We need help from resin suppliers. They should provide process parameters that consider the real light effect of injection molding, such as shrinkage, three-dimensional shrinkage under certain conditions, and discharge densities that consider all the nonlinear effects. They will contribute with the manufacturing considering the 3D mold design and the universal molding parameters recommended by MUAI in such a way that from the very beginning, even before steel is cut, the owner of the product can take decisions or perhaps modify the product. Another one is injection molding factories. They can provide machine time to perform a lab to prove and corroborate if our hypotheses are correct, so we can feed back the information to the MUAI, so the MUAI learns and makes corrections. And of course, molding machine manufacturers. They will contribute by the required communications interfaces for MUAI. Perhaps a simple one is part weights. The robot will locate the parts on a scale. It will feed that information back to the molding machine, and the machine will take a decision based on that. And the information comes from MUAI. These are our timelines. The molder companions we expect to be ready 1 year. Integration into molding equipment 2 years, and 100% intelligent processes in 4 years. Universal Molding AI team is committed to this vision. We are excited about the future of injection molding and welcome anyone that wants to contribute or give us suggestions. Anything that comes to your mind, please pass it to us. Thank you. This is my information. Send me an email or a text and see what we can do to make this happen sooner. Thank you.